morning, everyone. Okay, I know we have news and things to talk about, but this is just as important. Don't you love seeing puppies?
Of course.
Don't you love seeing kitties?
But
animals?
I don't like that robot one we showed. I don't know why I feel so strongly about that.
Oh my goodness!
I did not like that one bit.
To be honest with you, some people can't have fur babies because they're allergic. So having a robot is not a bad idea. That's a security robot though. That's different. That's different. But I was trying to get to the point that it's National Love Your Pet Day. And if you want to keep seeing adorable fur babies and faces, Houston Happens is welcoming our friends from Best Friends and Animal Society Shelter with puppies. And if you fall in love with one, of course, on TV, you can always go to the shelter and adopt. We believe in adopting, don't shopping, and making a fur baby, giving them a great home. Because both of you have dogs, I have cats. It's all about bringing fur babies some love. And yes, you still don't like the automatic ones, and I get it.
One of those dogs looked just like Stratus when he was a puppy with the spot eyes. Stratus has one spot on one ear. That's it. And on the tip of his tail.
And we're going to see pictures of our own animals later with Seth because he's doing a whole little story on this. So that's pretty cool. Makes you feel good, though. Were you doing anything special for your pets, everybody?
I let him in the bed with me last night.
Aww. And then you're going to kick him out today.
Yeah, that was partially selfish on my end because I was cold. And he's a little space heater.
Yeah, he is. What about you, Adam? Anything special?
I'll give my dog a little part of whatever I'm eating for dinner tonight. He likes the meat, so just throw him a little something.
Yeah.
And then he's going to bug me for the next 3 weeks.
I love it. I think I'm gonna give mine some non-fat Greek yogurt, which they're allowed to eat because it's like to clean up the system. And
Stratus would be like, get out of here with that.
That's your dog. My cat's like, yeah.
Like, I want that burger, Mom. I want half your burger.
Oh, goodness. Well, let's go ahead and talk about weather real quick because we've got things that are going on throughout the week. And the weather's changing for the good, though, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's certainly going to be warm and, it's going to be feeling like spring here in February, that's for sure. 70s this afternoon, lots of sun. We do have some fog in some spots this morning. We'll look at that coming up. But it's a dry stretch of weather for many days, and that warming trend continues. I think we've got an 80 coming our way here before the week is over. A late week cold front will bring our temps back down, but nothing real cold. Actually, just very pleasant weather to last right on through the weekend. We'll get to those details in a few minutes.
All right, here's a foggy camera for you. I-10 Katie at Pin Oak. Things are looking just fine. Very foggy, I should say, in this part of town with that dense fog advisory in place for some of our locations. I want to say that things are looking just fine for us here in the greater Houston area. Completely different scene. And whoa, look what I stumbled across. I did not mean to do this. I was just trying to show a camera with some sunshine. But I-45 north at Hogan, there's also, along with the sun and clear conditions on the road, a stalled vehicle in your entrance ramp. So heads up, if you're passing in this part of town, there is currently a vehicle stall. Over to you.
All right, thank you so much. Well, now to this. A double shooting police are still investigating. They believe this was a drive-by shooting and it took place near Elgin and Rosalie Street. It was around 10:30 p.m. when police responded to the area and found one man who was shot in the arm twice. We're told the victim ran to a nearby gas station for help and was later taken to the hospital. Police add another victim who was an innocent bystander got hit in the back during the crossfire, but thankfully no injuries are life-threatening. If you have any information, contact Houston Police or Crime Stoppers. Police also investigating another shooting, this one happening last night near Scott and Quarter Street in southeast Houston. Houston police say they responded to the area around 10:15 after getting calls about a shooting. When they arrived, they found one man had been shot in the backside, the victim telling police he was hit while walking through the courtyard at his apartment. The motive is unknown, and the suspect also unknown. Well, today makes 6 days since 11-year-old Audrey Cunningham, an 11-year-old, was last seen. She is still missing. Authorities believe 42-year-old Don Stephen McDougal was the last person to see this missing 11-year-old alive. McDougal is the primary person of interest, and we've been reporting Audrey missing last Thursday morning after it was reported she never made it to her school bus stop. Polk County Sheriff Byron Lyon said McDougal says there were some occasions where he would actually drop her off or take her to school if she missed her school bus. And he adds that McDougal has been speaking with investigator, but has not confessed to anything. McDougal is currently being held in Polk County's jail on unrelated charges. And a man shot an apparent robbery in 2nd Ward to tell you about. Police say the victim is a jeweler and he was meeting with people to make a sale near the 4th and Navigation Apartments. Police say the people shot him and stole his merchandise, but there have been no arrests. and the victim had to be rushed to the hospital.
The victim possibly was able to shoot his own firearm, striking one of the suspects. If that's the case, we're checking all the hospitals now, trying to find another victim. But at this point, there's no evidence to indicate that that suspect was struck, but it's possible.
Police also say the victim believes he was set up. If you have any information about this shooting, contact police. And we told you about this story yesterday. Still, police have not been able to provide much information, about what's going on. But this is what they can tell us. A woman found a body of a teenager while she was taking out the trash Sunday night. We talked about this yesterday. Turns out that teen is 17 years old and was shot in Brookmead near Orem in southwest Houston. Sadly, there remains no information regarding a description of a shooter or a motive to why the teen was shot. In other news, let's talk about the budget woes in Spring Branch ISD. They're having to cut more jobs, about 300 of them, and it's all due to budget cuts. The superintendent there says employees who were laid off can still apply for other roles throughout the district. And a reminder, everyone, early voting starts today for the March 5th primary. Texas is one of 16 states with an open primary, meaning registered Democrats and Republicans can choose which primary they want to vote in. Voters will choose their candidates for U.S. President, Senate, congressional and legislative offices, State Board of Education, the Railroad Commission, and judicial seats as well. And the Democratic primary has 119 races. The Republican primary, 122. But those numbers depend on where you're actually registered and which party you choose to vote in. The polls will open at 7 a.m. and close at 7 p.m. That means they're already open. And of course, this is during early voting periods. Now on Sunday, there's one difference, February 25th, which will be open from noon until 7 p.m. Now let's talk about your forecast, and Adam is all over it, and I guess you got a smile on your face because it's not too bad out there.
Yeah, it's going to be a very nice day. Already is in some areas, but the issue for a few is that we've got some fog this morning, and it's pretty dense, especially south and west of Houston. The area is in gray under a dense fog advisory for a little less than an hour longer until 9 a.m. officially, according to the Weather Service. Spots in red right here is where some of the most dense fog is. So when we look at the numbers here, these are visibilities in miles. So for example, at the Hobby Airport, you can see 10 miles off in the distance. Everything's just fine there. But farther south, Pearland, Sienna, Sugar Land to near Katy and areas a little farther away from the city, from those locations, there's some dense fog in place right there. So that's just going to be a little temporary issue for maybe another hour longer. In Houston, it's 50 degrees right now. We were in the 40s earlier. We're on track for some very warm temps today, heading into the upper half of the 70s for highs with sunshine for everybody once this fog gets out of here pretty soon. Now, as we head into tomorrow, there's likely going to be another round of fog, but more widespread. So not just confined to one particular part of southeast Texas. At the least, there's going to be cloud cover, but some fog in the mix as well to start the day tomorrow. Then that clears out. We get some sun and another round of warm temperatures tomorrow afternoon, back into the upper 70s. Thursday is the day where we really heat up into the low 80s. Then there's a cold front coming through. Minimal drop in temps once it passes by. That's just going to reset our humidity, bringing some drier air and really some nice weather for Friday and this weekend.
Commutes are still a little bit slower than what we would like to see. 8:08 a.m. and we have that slowdown developing along I-10 East Freeway now as our inbound lanes are stop and go behind an accident that just took place at Mercury Drive. So going into our camera view, you can see that 2 of your main lanes and your shoulder are closed down for the inbound lanes. For the time being, we do still have cars getting around the incident in an okay fashion in the remaining lanes, but it is in fact going to cause a bit of a delay out there. Crosby Lynchburg to downtown Houston, you're at 38 minutes. NASA Parkway to downtown, 40 minutes for your drive and 14 minutes from Highway 146 to the South Loop.
All right, and coming up in our 8:30 portion of our hour, you're going to join us live, everyone, because we have a live interview with the one and only newly inducted Pro Football Hall of Famer, wide receiver himself, Andre Johnson. He, along with the incredible, incomparable new coach for the Houston Roughnecks, C.J. Johnson, are both going to be joining us live, talking about the relationship, about Andre's Hall of Fame honor, and of course about C.J. Johnson now being the head coach for the Roughnecks. It's going to be a lot of fun. Stick around for that coming up at 8:30, so don't go anywhere.
We know Houston. When breaking news happens, turn to the news leader you trust at 9.
Watch ABC 13 Eyewitness News at 9 on CW 39 every night. If you're driven by an adventurous heart, you're in luck. The 2024 Subaru Outback shares your spirit. With standard symmetrical all-wheel drive and up to 32 miles per gallon. Plus, 97% of Outback vehicles sold in the last 10 years are still on the road today. The 2024 Subaru Outback. Go where love takes you.
Get 1.9% APR financing on select new 2024 Outback models during the Subaru A Lot to Love event.
You've been hurt in a car accident that wasn't your fault. You've always paid your insurance premiums on time, and now the insurance company wants you to settle, and settle for cheap. It feels like the odds are stacked against you. At Simmons & Fletcher, we make it our mission to help the injured. These aren't just cases to us, these are people's lives. If you've been injured in an accident, contact us today. The consultation is always free. Simmons & Fletcher, Christian trial lawyers.
No, I just finished picking these up. That was the 3-piece. The 5-piece modular one-sectional recycles around 200 plastic bottles.
Let's just tell everyone the fabric's made with a whole lot of plastic bottles.
And the comfort and versatility? Well, that we have to show. Introducing Modular One to our collection at Rooms To Go. Great colors, endless configurations on any budget. That's why we wanted it as a part of Drew and Jonathan for Rooms To Go.
Good looking and smart. It's a win-win.
A twin win.
Ooh, twin win. I like that.
It happened to my son.
To my daughter.
To my fiance.
It happened to me.
Violent crime has happened to too many of us. At age 21, my mom was kidnapped by a serial rapist right here on our streets. I'm Kim Ogg, and I took on murder and sexual assault, locked up violent criminals, and enacted reform that supports victims. But there's still more we can do.
That's why we're standing with Kim Ogg.
And I'm standing with you.
We're Ram, and when trucks are what you do Truck Month better than anyone else. You do trucks that work harder and play harder. And you do trucks that win by breaking every rule of what a truck should be. So this Truck Month, what you should do is drive a Ram. Trucks are what we do.
Get 10% below MSRP for an average of $8,400 under MSRP on the purchase of select 2024 Ram light duty and heavy duty trucks.
Embrace your inner mom.
I got my own bed. It's totally mine.
Mom, weeknights at 11 and 11:30 on CW 39 Houston.
We still have an accident along I-10 East Freeway at Mercury. Cars are slowing down as they are approaching 2 lanes closed down, as well as your inbound shoulder. And a little hazy out there. There is some areas of patchy fog that you need to be on the lookout for as you're leaving the house today. In the immediate Houston area, we're just fine, but you go a little bit on the outskirts of town and you will encounter that. We've been talking about the west and southwest side, but this camera view not looking all too clear, but drivers shouldn't be impacted by that. That could also just be a mix of the thin moisture near the surface and the sunshine. So let's go to those drive times now. Crosby Lynchburg to downtown, you have 40 minutes on your hands. NASA Parkway to downtown, still in the red at 41 minutes and 14 minutes from Highway 146 to the South Loop. Traveling in this morning from Pinoak to downtown, still creeping up that drive in to 69 minutes now. Townsend to downtown, 35 minutes and 35 minutes from Williams Trace Boulevard to downtown. Woodlands Parkway to downtown Houston, 38 minutes, 32 minutes from Barker Cypress to the West Loop along 290, and Broadway Street to downtown, 23 minutes.
HIV and AIDS have been an issue in Houston since the early 2000s, and now thanks to resources like Be Busy Inc. and the Be Busy Wellness Clinic, there's hope. This Black History Month, CW39's Kara Willis is sharing the story about a husband and wife working to really show Black and brown communities that there's still life to live after testing positive. Kara's joining us now live from our studio with more. Morning, Kara.
Good morning, Sharon. It's not every day that you meet a husband and wife team like Norman and Darcy working to fight for HIV/AIDS within the community and making sure there's treatment available. But they do it every day to make sure people know this disease is not a death sentence. Be Busy Inc. is a nonprofit organization offering HIV/STI education and testing here in Houston. Its mission is to create a strong and healthy community by enhancing the quality of life for individuals and families. It does this through free HIV, STI testing, resources, and outreach in local schools. Back in 2000, Houston was under a state of emergency for HIV/AIDS, so the couple decided there needed to be more education and resources available to encourage more testing and conversations about how HIV/AIDS affects Black and brown communities. According to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Office of Minority Health, in 2020, African Americans were 7.8 times more likely to be diagnosed with an HIV infection compared to the white population. There's no cure, but Darcy Paget says there's treatment available like never before.
Like now we have PrEP, and that is one of the greatest inventions, I feel, because individuals can take PrEP and that can help to prevent the contraction of HIV.
Organizations, Norman and Darcy also both founded a wellness clinic as well that treats the disease as well as other health concerns. Darcy says treatment options have evolved, now offering PrEP like she just mentioned and other medications that stop HIV in its multiple stages so that it doesn't spread. And also tune in this Sunday at 2 p.m. for our full Black History special for more on Darcy and Norman's story and how they're making a difference in how we see HIV and AIDS and treatment.
Well, let's start right here before we get into our weather and the allergy report as of yesterday from the city, still showing high levels of cedar pollen. Mold is in the low range, nothing else right now. And even some of the other trees that were kind of high lately, those have backed off a little bit. But if you're wondering where we sit in a typical cedar season, well, the peak of the season is past. Here's January, but here's February, and it's not unheard of to get high levels at times in February of the cedar pollen. But we are definitely on the way down by the end of this month, and certainly as we get into March, we tend to find a lot less cedar. And cedar is one of the main culprits as far as something that, you know, an allergen that affects a lot of people here in Texas. So if you're feeling like those itchy eyes, that kind of thing, that might be the reason. 70s though today, as we have a warm day in store, kind of cool now, but we're going to warm up a lot with all the sunshine today. Meanwhile, the West Coast continues to see this atmospheric river bringing flooding to California, big time snow in the mountains, and this is eventually going to change our weather over these next couple of days. But I just want to show you how widespread the weather alerts are out west. Flood watches for a huge part of California, winter storm warning, winter weather advisory extending into parts of Utah. So stemming from all of this that we see out west, there's going to be an area of low pressure that nears our area. And keep in mind, when you see this low, the winds go counterclockwise around it. So as long as it's approaching, we get a stronger south wind. That'll happen Wednesday and Thursday, warming us up. Then it passes by, brings a north wind on Friday, and this front, if it were tapping into some colder air up north, we would be cooling down quite a bit, but not the case with this one. It's just going to cool us off a little bit. And notice the lack of rain over the next 7 days. All of Texas looks like it's going to stay dry. Certainly that'll be the case here. So we're warming up through Thursday. We cool down a little Friday, but still some very pleasant weather with highs in the 70s Friday and this weekend, and it stays warm next week.
As we continue to honor Black History Month, historically Black women have been discouraged from expressing their emotional and mental health needs. And now strong women like Michelle Williams of Destiny's Child are opening up and sharing their struggles with mental health. That's encouraging other women to address their own mental health needs while making progress towards conquering Black girl depression. I'm so honored to have Tiffany Williams Brooks with the Harris Center to help us understand this very important topic, which a lot of people do not discuss as much. Now, we just heard from Kara talking about programs that are opening up for our Black History Month special, but also we are talking about girls. There are a lot of women out there who are afraid to express depression and have been told not to express depression. What do you tell people about this?
Absolutely. Thanks again for having me. So Black girl depression, it's a really unique mental health concern for Black women. It actually stems from cultural, societal concerns that comes about because of discrimination, microaggression, and even sometimes the pressure from society to live up to the image of strong, resilient women, although they're still really dealing with a lot of the insecurities. And we see that in a lot of Black women. We see that the depression looks very different than what our typical depression looks like.
Why is that?
Well, because our depression looks different. I'm going to tell you, if a Black woman is depressed, you will usually notice signs of insomnia, maybe a lot of increased self-criticism, difficulty sleeping, maybe even some somatic concerns. That's different than what we've seen typically with depressed people.
And what about also hair falling out?
Oh my goodness.
The change in the nails and what they're doing to, because I mean, as black women, we know this. We're good about taking care of our hair and our skin, but things change when you're dealing with depression. Is that another sign as well?
Absolutely it is. And that goes back to the somatic concerns that I spoke about earlier. When you're dealing with that, I mean, you really feel like you don't have anyone to talk to. But what's happening with some black females is that they are fearful. We're fearful. We're concerned about the stigma of mental illness. We're concerned that if we talk about it, it's going to show that we're weak. And that's not the case. We have to be able to reach out, get a support network, reach out for providers, psychiatrists, counselors out there, because there is help for that.
So what can we do?
We can do a lot. First of all, you can reach out to a mental health center like the Harris Center. The number that you can contact for the Harris Center is 713-970-7000. We're also on the internet, theharriscenter.org. But don't be afraid of that. And that's what's been happening, that it's just the fear of, I have something going on, but it's okay to talk about that.
And to remind our network of female friends that it's okay to be vulnerable and to speak up, right?
Absolutely. It is okay to do that. And there are many people out there that I'm sure, a mother, a sister, a cousin, someone that you could really talk to really get that support from. But again, we have to go back to that stigma. And it's been there for so long, but there's a way to get through that. And that's why we want to tell the black females, it's okay. You could reach out for help.
And quickly, the website once again?
The website is theharriscenter.org.
All right, please use these resources. Everyone needs them. Everyone can use them because, ladies, you're not alone. So please
Absolutely.
remember that. Thank you so much for being here.
You're
and sharing
welcome.
this
Thanks for
important
having
topic.
me here.
My pleasure. All right. Okay, and before we go, everyone, just a reminder, you need to stick around for, of course, our 8 a.m. hour. This is right now. Coming up at 8:30, we're going to have the one and only, yes, inducted into the Hall of Fame, Andre Johnson is here joining us live. He's going to be talking about his historic induction, along with being joined by a close friend and mentor and the one and only new head coach for the Houston Roughnecks, C.J. Johnson. You want to stick around for that and more coming up at 8:30. We've got a lot more still ahead. Stay with us.
The laughs are on the house.
Bring it! Come on! Show me what you got!
Weeknights starting at 10 on CW 39. We know that losing a loved one can make you feel all alone. Whether you're planning or need help for an immediate tribute, Bill Clare Family Mortuary and Fairchild has served Houston area loved ones for more than 85 years. Care and concern for the family is how we live.
Determination makes dreams happen.
We make paths that weren't there before.
It doesn't matter how far we have to go.
Or the obstacles we have to overcome.
And even when it seems like we can't go on, you're it.
We learn and we come back stronger than before.
The Honda CR-V Hybrid and CR-V, part of the Honda line of rugged vehicles.
In today's healthcare system, it's hard for doctors to connect with your other providers and pharmacists, even though that helps give patients better care. Village Medical is all about coordinated care. That means you have a whole care team focused on your conditions. They work with your specialists and even your pharmacists to manage your medications. Village Medical, the new way to well.
Loving this pay bump in our allowance.
Wonder where Mom and Dad got the extra money.
Maybe they won the lottery.
Maybe they inherited a fortune.
Maybe buried treasure.
Maybe it fell off a truck.
Maybe it's because they switched to Xfinity. Now get a free line of mobile when you get Xfinity Internet for $55 a month for 2 years.
Now I can buy that electric scooter.
I'm starting a private equity fund that specializes in mid-cap.
You do you.
Switch to Xfinity Mobile today.
We want to be sure about our children's health. The pediatricians at Legacy Community Health get to know each child and family, answering all your health questions and your child's too. From well child exams to safe and effective vaccines like COVID-19 and flu, getting that picky eater to try more veggies, or helping your high schooler deal with exam stress. Legacy's team is your trusted partner in your child's health and wellness. New patients are welcome at 14 convenient locations.
We know that losing a loved one can make you feel all alone. Whether you're planning or need help for an immediate tribute, Bill Clare Family Mortuary and Fairchild has served Houston area loved ones for more than 85 years. Care and concern for the family is how we live. The truth revealed.
You passed this test, you cleared your name, and then you don't have to put up with this.
Weekdays at 2 on CW 39 Houston.
Well, today is National Love Your Pet Day, a day to celebrate all your furry friends out there. And CW39 Houston's own Seth Kovar is a relatively new fur baby owner. He's a pet owner and joins us now live from his home with his dog, making his debut with the CW39 family. It is Toby. Oh my gosh, Seth, he's so adorable.
He's a cute puppy dog. Yeah, we like to call him Handsome. He's a handsome man. Yeah, we got him back from a rescue in October. And he's been a love of our lives for the last few months here. He gets hyper sometimes, and he can be real chill like this, too. So the best of both worlds, I tell you. And yes, we're getting screamed at by some dog owners. He gets on the couch, and he also sleeps in the bed. Okay, we failed at trying to keep him off of both of those. But I don't want to be selfish. I want to show you some more pictures now of more pets. These are the pets of our CW39 crew. If we could roll the video right now. You're going to see Stella, who's Technical Director Charlie's dog, and also Technical Director Claudio's 3 pets, Apollo the Great Dane and his 2 cats, Luna and Oliver. Producer Lou's dog, Dixie, she's back home with her family in Argentina. Lou misses her every day. Scotty is Kara's dog, who we hear a lot about, and we love hearing about him. We also have Kerrigan's dog, who is named after a cloud, appropriately, Stratus. Now, Adam didn't go the weather route.
Seth, if you guys can hear us real quick. But we do have, I believe, he was talking about, of course, when it comes to any special treats you may be giving them today, there's some recommendations from Best Friends Animal Society Houston Programs Manager to talk about that.
Well, I think Toby stepped on the mic cord. I'll blame it on the dog. How about that? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, no, the animal rescue group, Best Friends Animal Society of Houston, they're talking about the things you shouldn't feed your dogs. There's plenty of them. But if you don't know about a certain food, just call your vet or check online. But you might want to talk to a person just to get checked out on whether or not you should be feeding your dog special treats today and what should be in them. I was hopefully showing you some video earlier of our co-workers' dogs. Let's go ahead and hear now, though, from Best Friends Animal Society of Houston Programs Manager Data Galvan.
There's lots of things that are safe for your pets to eat. Obviously, consult with your vet before feeding them anything, but we have little frozen strawberry and blueberry popsicles that we're going to make. It's also a great enrichment. It gives some stimulation to the brain for them to have something new in their safe area as they are puppies. So we're going to be doing some fun activities and, of course, probably extra snuggles to just show and celebrate the Love Your Pet Day.
And Data said that the best thing we could do on this day is to help control the pet population by making sure your pet is spayed or neutered. That's the way Toby came to us, and he's going to take us home with a squeaky toy here. Isn't that appropriate, Sherrod?
To make our fur babies love. Okay, that's great. Coming up at 8 o'clock. Actually, it's 8 o'clock now. Coming up at 8:30, joining us live once again, one and only Pro Football Hall of Fame inductee Andre Johnson, along with the incredible new coach for the Houston Roughnecks, C.J. Johnson. They're both joining us to talk about the relationship, what's going on, and more in just a moment. Stick around.
Today, my friend, you did it, you did it, you did it. Centrum Silver is now clinically shown to support cognitive health in older adults. It's one more step towards taking charge of your health. So every day, you can say, Centrum Silver.
When a rookie stunt driver meets the trainer who thought he'd seen it all. Again. There's bound to be action. But this is no ordinary blockbuster. It's a Nissan sales event ad, so you better act fast. Don't miss out on impressive President's Day savings. Let's roll.
Now get 1.9% APR financing for 60 months or get $2,000 in MAC cash on the 2023 Nissan Rogue.
Hurry into the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event.
Young mom helped with after-school care and a widow makes friends at the place where a teenager finds help for school and a job. Members like you support them all. They're getting help from the...
Celebrate American Furniture Warehouse's President's Day event with amazing deals on bedroom furniture and mattresses. This celebration is the perfect opportunity to refresh your home with American Furniture Warehouse. You can rest easy knowing you found quality bedroom furniture that can't be beat. And we have thousands of mattresses in stock and ready to go home with you today. American Furniture Warehouse is here to help you save money and sleep better. Shop in-stock mattresses at any AFW location or at afw.com.
Hi, I'm Lee Trevino. Most people know me for winning 6 PGA championships. With my bum knee, I started thinking I was going to have to trade my club in for a cane. Then I discovered Arthritis Knee Pain Centers.
Arthritis Knee Pain Centers has cutting-edge image-guided treatments that place a natural lubricating gel directly into your affected joints. This FDA-approved, non-surgical procedure replenishes the missing cushioning fluid to provide you with pain relief, comfort, and improved mobility without surgery or downtime. It's covered by Medicare and most private insurance. We've helped relieve the pain for thousands of our patients.
Arthritis Knee Pain Centers relieved my pain and changed my life. They got me back in the game again, baby. Call them now and schedule your free knee pain assessment. Get the pain relief you deserve today.
Call 800-925-6863. That's 800-925-6863.
Today, my friend, you did it! You did it! You did it! Centrum Silver is now clinically shown to support cognitive health in older adults. It's one more step towards taking charge of your health. So every day, you can say, you did it. Centrum Silver.
All right, it is 8:31, everyone. Welcome on this. We call it Taco Tuesday, Fabulous Tuesday, Tired Tuesday, but I'm going to say Touchdown Tuesday. How about that?
Oh. Yeah, I thought you were going to say Hall of Fame Tuesday.
Well, that too. I say start with the T's and then Hall of Fame because we have newly inducted into the National Pro Football Hall of Fame, Andre Johnson here, and C.J. Johnson, the newly appointed head coach for the Houston Roughnecks. They're both here together, and there's a history here that is just iconic between the two of them, and we get to talk to them. It's kind of cool. Isn't it cool?
Very cool.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to this interview.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, so you stick around for that in just a few moments. But also, we have got to talk about, I mean, I'm the football fan here, so I'm like, yeah. Y'all love football? Come on now.
Of course. Come on.
Duh. She's like, what? Why ask a question like that? It's the truth. It is, of course, the lifeblood of Texas. We love football. It's like a religion. Or it is a religion, isn't it? I'm just saying. All right, well, let's talk about something else that's also important, our traffic and our weather.
So another religion of Texas.
What?
Another religion of Houston. Is
I'll take it any day.
Yeah.
But we got to talk about our roads real quick. We had some problems earlier. Things okay?
Yeah, I-10 East at Mercury, we still have this accident closing down several lanes this morning westbound before Mercury Drive. A heavy truck involved crash. You can see that off in your shoulder. 2 lanes do still remain closed, and emergency crews. There's a few less crews out there now, but still, traffic is being impacted. We'll pull up our traffic map coming up in a bit, and we'll show you that big old stretch of red on the backside.
You got it. All right, and that weather, even though it's a little foggy, it's starting to break up, and it's going to be a great day, isn't it, Adam?
Yeah, I mean, some areas not seeing any fog at all. We do have a little bit, especially southwest of Houston, but that'll be gone pretty soon. The main story today, sunshine, warm temperatures, feeling like spring has arrived early with our highs in the mid and upper 70s today. Here's what we're talking about coming up. We've got this dry stretch of weather for several days. The warming trend continues. I think we're going to get to 80 before the week is over. That'll be the warmest so far this year. And then late in the week, there's a cold front, but it's not going to bring much in terms of cold air. We'll get to those details in a couple of minutes.
Here's another accident that we're tracking this morning, 45 Gulf Freeway at Scarsdale. Check out the traffic that's building in behind this one. It's like folks are finally waking up this morning after things started off relatively quiet. Northbound lanes before Scarsdale Boulevard, 5 vehicles, guys, involved in this crash. Whew, that's going to be a nightmare to clear up. Right shoulder and your right lane are closed down, and we're likely going to have to wait until all these cars are up and at them again, or wait until 5 tow trucks arrive. So, could be a headache. We'll go over drive times coming up next.
All right, let's turn to your business report for just a moment. Online daters are now suing Texas-based Match.com, and ChatGPT is popular among Texans. Jane King is at the NASDAQ in New York with these stories and more in your Texas Business Report.
Hello, Texas. The state comes in second in use for ChatGPT among college students with an average of 259 searches each month per 1 million populations. That's according to SA Pro. Business, healthcare, and engineering are some of the top majors in Texas's 149 higher education institutions, and students use AI to help gather information. Well, natural gas prices are plunging as the U.S. is set for its warmest winter on record. There's also been a lot of natural gas production, so that has driven down prices as well. J.P. Morgan now employs more people in Texas than it does in New York, and has more than 31,000 employees in the Lone Star State, 2,600 more than in New York State. And dating apps are supposed to be for meeting people, but the true goal, at least according to a lawsuit, is to keep users swiping on their phones. That's according to the suit that was filed against Texas-based Match Group. Now, the suit says the company has a predatory business model, that its apps like Tinder and Hinge are deliberately designed to be addictive. The company's spokesman calls the allegations ridiculous. From the NASDAQ market site, I'm Jane King with your Texas Business Report.
All right, still watching that accident that I brought to you just a few minutes ago. 45 Gulf Freeway at Scarsdale. 5 vehicles involved in this crash, closing down one of your shoulders, right lane, and your center lane now. And cars are still kind of zipping by in the remaining couple of lanes, but maybe they should be going a little slower, in my opinion. Crossway Lynchburg to downtown. If you're heading in along the East Freeway, 51 minutes for your drive in. You also have an accident for the inbound lanes before Mercury Drive. NASA Parkway to downtown, you're at 39 minutes, and 15 minutes from Highway 146 to the South Loop. Pin Oak to downtown, 1 hour for you. Townsend to downtown, 36 minutes, and Williams Trace Boulevard to downtown, still holding in the red at 33 minutes as of this morning. Woodlands Parkway to downtown Houston, 46 minutes, 34 minutes. Barker Cypress to the West Loop, and 21 minutes from Broadway Street to downtown.
We've got about another half hour to go for this dense fog advisory. We see south, southwest, and west of Houston right now. So a lot of us not seeing the fog this morning, but it is rather thick in a few spots. Visibilities have been improving a little bit as we come in closer. You can see still around Katy, and this is actually reported in Brookshire, just a little west of Katy. There's a near zero visibility right now on the low side, close to quarter mile around Sugar Land at the moment. But again, that fog will be gone soon as that sun really starts heating us up. 50 right now, but going well into the 70s this afternoon. Lots of sunshine today. Now tomorrow morning, clouds are coming back in. There's probably going to be more areas seeing some fog, so it's not just confined to a portion of southeast Texas, but there could be some rather widespread fog to start the day tomorrow. Then we're back to some sunshine tomorrow afternoon. Going into Thursday, again, some clouds early, sun later in the day, and this dashed black line right here represents drier air coming in before a cold front. So this is really going to allow those temperatures to heat up a lot on Thursday. That's the day where 80 degrees or low 80s will be possible. Then we have a front coming in Thursday night, which will bring a cool down, cool in quotes, because it's not going to get that cold later on this week. So again, a couple days here in the 70s. We're going to the low 80s on Thursday, highs in the 70s on Friday, and then 70s into the weekend with really nice weather ahead. All right, Sharon, Andre, CJ, over to you guys.
Well, thank you. We are so happy for this exclusive segment for CW39 Houston No Wait Weather and Traffic. We are truly honored to have two extraordinary gentlemen today. The first, former Houston Texan and newly inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Andre Johnson. And joining with us as well, his close friend, mentor, and who's known him since he was knee-high to a grasshopper, the head coach for the Houston Roughnecks, CJ Johnson. Gentlemen, it's like a Johnson & Johnson show today. I like this so much. Thank you so much for first getting up so early to be here. But first and foremost, it is just an honor and a pleasure to have two of the most distinguished, well-known, but also you have been in football, both of you, for so long. It is really a pleasure. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it.
You,
and congratulations, sir, on your induction into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. You must be just overjoyed behind this. Long time coming. We've been rooting for this for a long time for you. So how are you now feeling about this?
It feels great. It's a great accomplishment, not only just for me, but for the city of Houston. I tell people all the time, like the fans, they've been through the tough times with me. So just to have that happen has been a tremendous honor.
And for people who don't know, Andre and CJ have known each other for a very long time. I know the history, and full disclosure, I actually was in Miami between 2000 and 2007 when you ended up playing for him for Miami, University of Miami, and you were the coach there, but you knew him before he even got to the University of Miami. And when he was in high school, weren't you like playing basketball or something too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was playing basketball and football.
And football. So CJ, you were kind of surprised at first that he was actually going the route of football. You thought he was going to stick with basketball, didn't you?
Well, Miami High was traditionally a basketball school.
Yeah.
Dre doesn't want to admit that, but they were. but he brought it to football. He and Roscoe Parrish, I thought those guys were outstanding. But Dre was a crossover athlete. He was a two-sport athlete.
And that's rare in this day and age. There used to be a time when a lot of people were like that. But to be so wonderful in both sports and arenas, you could have gone either way. You could have easily gone into basketball. Why did you decide football?
Well, football was the first sport I started playing. I started playing football from the age of 6 years old. I didn't start playing basketball until I was like 11 or 12.
And you were also a quarterback at one time too, weren't you?
Yeah.
You laugh about that. Why?
Because I didn't really enjoy it too much. But I always wanted to be a wide receiver. And when you come up in Little League and high school, people tend to put their best players at quarterback. So I wouldn't say that I always enjoyed it, but the ball was in my hands every play, so it was kind of cool.
And I know some of the plays that the Texans did a couple of times, as I watched them live as a season ticket holder, and I saw they would throw you the ball, and you had a couple of times you threw that ball. Sometimes too.
Yeah,
not often, but you
not
did.
often.
A couple, not always.
Yeah.
So, but you know, just those trick plays and stuff, which was really, really nice. Now, when he was at the University of Miami, though, and you saw him and brought him in, what was that like for you to have him under your tutelage?
Truly a pleasure. You know, he was a great person. His family did an outstanding job. Mother Karen was outstanding. And not only that, he was a hard worker. Never said much back. He didn't say much of anything anyway. And I want to clarify one thing. The reason why he wasn't playing quarterback, Roscoe Parrish beat him out.
Exactly. Exactly.
I know how to make him smile. But man, Dre was just awesome. Worked hard, smarter than you'd think. He's brilliant upstairs. So when he got to Miami, it was a natural. I mean, he was just first year MVP at the Rose Bowl, national champion. That's the kind of guy he is. And
it doesn't surprise you now that he is now a Hall of Famer for the Professional Football League. I mean, that's incredible. But you could see it coming, couldn't you?
What took him so long?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. What took so long?
No, I just don't get it because, man, for a while there, he was by far the best guy in the league. You know, all Pro Bowl all the time, man. He was just awesome, magnificent.
He checked off every single one of those stats for sure, and you deserve it. And we want to wish you a wonderful, of course, congratulations, because as I mentioned, it's long overdue, but we're not done yet. When we come back, I want you to talk about this man. Okay. This man made a difference in order for you to be a part of the Hall of Fame. And I want you to talk about that when we come back. A lot more here on CW39 Houston. No Wait, Weather and Traffic. Don't you go anywhere. We're going to show you now a shot of the Galleria standing tall and proud like Andre Johnson does, because he is part of the Professional Football Hall of Fame. We got a lot more coming back when we come back.
Friendship goals.
This bologna sandwich got flavor you can savor.
The Neighborhood, weekdays at 4 and 4:30 on CW39 Houston.
My French toast sticks are back, starting at $2.50. Now with a sweet new twist, cinnamon sugar churro. Dunk, bite, and savor them any time of day or all day. It's totally up to you. Only for a limited time. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Did you ever look at your house and think it just might be time for a change? Well, right now at National Floors Direct, we'll help you change for just $1,088. We'll give you 3 full rooms of carpeting, next day installation, padding, everything, all for just $1,088. 3 rooms, no hidden extras. Now that's the kind of change everyone can afford, and no interest for 1 year. Call National Floors Direct, 888-400-FLOOR. Get 3 rooms of carpeting for just $1,088. We'll bring the store to your door.
Every Subaru adventure starts and ends with love. Enjoy 2 years of oil changes, tire rotations, and inspections through our Subaru Maintain the Love complimentary maintenance program. All performed by certified service technicians using genuine Subaru parts. Subaru vehicles that are regularly serviced by a Subaru retailer can go even farther. Love. It's what makes Subaru, Subaru.
If you feel like things don't add up right now, you're not alone. Rent is up, and every family outing costs an arm and a leg. Well, we want to help. So when prices go up, we find new ways to go low. And now, we've lowered the price on hundreds of your favorite products. Designing something beautiful is easy. Designing something beautiful with great quality for a low price, that's a different story. It's why we're here. That's a promise, not a promo.
Wazobia Market is Houston's authentic African grocery market. Services include sharing lives with faithful customers who look to Wazobia Market for quality and values. With fresh and healthy produce, lower prices, and a sense of community, you, the customer, are first in mind. You're invited to visit a Wazobia Market near you, 16203 Westheimer Road, or our other store at 10828 Beechnut Street. Wazobia Market, 10 years of community togetherness.
My Double Bonus Jack combo gives you double the seasoned beef, double the cheese for $5.99. Let's see that again. Double beef, double cheese for, yeah, $5.99. Huh, good deal.
All right, welcome back. And I want to, of course, reintroduce, it's Andre Johnson, of course, the newly inducted into the Professional Football Hall of Fame, Henri, and now a participant, and now officially, you're just grinning. It's kind of weird hearing that, isn't it?
I wouldn't say it's weird. It's just, it's new.
It's new.
Yeah.
It's new. You're trying to still get used to it.
Yeah.
Okay. And we've got C.J. Johnson as well. He is now the head coach for the Houston Roughnecks. He's been on the show before. But the two of you, I want you to talk about this man. Because as we mentioned before just a few moments ago, you have known him since you were 17, 18 years old when he was the coach for the University of Miami. You played for him. What does this man mean to you?
He means the world to me. I was actually talking about him the other day. He gave me the blueprint to what being a professional is all about. He was hard on me, you know, he was probably the toughest coach I've ever had, and he had me prepared. We, you know, when we were in college, I don't think it's a player that played for him that didn't get upset with him or didn't want to fight him. I think we all would tell you that about him, but I remember him pulling me into the office one day, and he told me, he said, I'm not preparing you for college. He was like, I'm preparing you for the next level. And he was like, believe it or not, you could be a top 5 pick in the NFL if you just listen to what I tell you. And when he told me that, I stopped, you know, fighting against him. I just started listening to everything he was saying. And, you know, once I did that, things just kind of took off for me. And then I started helping him with the younger guys because, you know, he's taught me everything, so I know what to do, what not to do. So it's all paid off.
And now that he is the head coach for the UFL's Houston Roughnecks, he's going to get a chance to once again train even more young people. What do you think his tutelage is going to mean to these young men who are going to be playing under him?
Man, getting first of all, a great person and a great coach. I mean, he knows everything about the game. He's coached it on every level. Very, very smart coach. He's going to have the guys prepared. I just know he's going to give everything he has, you know, to that team. So I'll tell the guys they better get ready.
Speaking of which, sound like you going to the games?
Yeah, I'll definitely be at the game.
Are you going to become a season ticket holder at the Houston Roughnecks, sir?
Yeah, I'll be at a lot of them.
Wait. I'm sorry. Say that again?
I'll be at a lot of them.
You're going to be at a lot of those games?
Yes. Okay.
Why would you encourage people to join in on all of this, too?
Because, I mean, Houston is a football city. And I know that the team that he's going to put out on the field is going to be a great team. So I'm very confident in his work and what he does. And, you know, I've been a part of it. So, like I said, I'll definitely be at a bunch of those games.
I love that. CJ, how does that make you feel hearing this coming from one of your proteges?
Like a proud papa. I mean, he is just awesome. I don't know. I thought he was talking about someone else. He gave me so many compliments the first time. But no, he's, man, great guy. Love it. Love everything he's done. I'm so proud of it.
And that makes you even more prouder knowing that you were just I say a small part. I don't think so. You were a large part. You're like a mentor, a father figure in a sense, isn't he?
I mean, you have to think, like, when you go off to college, You know, he sat in my house talking to my mom. So basically, it's like your mom passing you over to, you know, another man, and you know, he was responsible for me, and that relationship has grown from, you know, when I was 17 years old to now. So it's crazy. The day I actually went in the Hall of Fame, he called me out the blue, and I hadn't talked to him in a little while. So it just shows you how things come full circle. So after I got off the phone with him, maybe like a few hours later, I ended up getting a knock at the door, making it to the Hall of Fame. So it's just kind of crazy how things happen.
It's full circle. And we're just showing some videos, some fans out there. Do you think you may be wearing one of those roughneck shirts when you go?
Yeah, I definitely I'm a support.
I know. We're in Houston.
Yeah.
We support two incredible teams, and that's what we should be doing. We've got a fall league, we've got a spring league. Yeah. It's all about these players. It's all about coaches like this gentleman right here. And what is it that you want to tell your players about this young man and what they can do to become just as significant as him?
I think if you listen to Andre, and if you can do what he's done, and I'm saying on your own level, I think you reach the sky. I think it's unlimited. It's a ruthless ceiling. Mm-hmm. You know, he did everything perfect. And, you know, everybody's going to have their ups and downs, but, man, he was just awesome.
I love that. And also, one last thing before we go. If there is one thing you could tell young people, both of you, about not only being in professional football, but the life lessons you're learning from this, what is the one thing you want them to know?
It takes a lot of work, discipline, sacrifice. It's just a lot of hard work and dedication that you have to put into it if you want to be successful. And that's with anything. If you want to be great, it's going to take a lot of hard work and sacrifice.
And you, CJ?
Just do the things that's uncommon. You know, do what people aren't willing to do. If you can do those things, you'd definitely be great.
All right, and a reminder, everyone, the first official game for the Houston Roughnecks is March 31st. That's Easter week, and you can go to their website to get tickets. And a shout out, Andre Johnson said he's going to be there. He's going to get some season tickets, so why don't you do the same? Support the Roughnecks, support these wonderful, incredible football players, and you never know. The Roughnecks may be producing someone who's going to the Texans later on, to NFL, and become another Hall of Famer, just like you, sir. So thank you, gentlemen. Andre Johnson, CJ Johnson, it has been an honor and a pleasure for both of you to be here with us here at CW39 Houston, No Wait, Weather and Traffic. Thank you for all that you do and the memories that you're creating and the legacy that you've created for so many young gentlemen out there who want to do exactly what you do. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. All right, we got a lot more still to come. I believe we have weather right now with Adam. Take it away.
A couple of good guys right there. Great to get that insight on that special coach-player relationship that goes way beyond the game, way beyond the field. Really cool interview right there. All right, our weather today looking great. We've got sunshine, 70s. It's all good. Kind of feeling like spring here. That's going to be the case all week long and into the weekend also. We've been talking lately about all the action out west. Just a lot of rain and mountain snow around California with flood watches posted for a big part of the state. Look at all that green territory there in California. Those are flood watches right now. Winter storm warnings in the mountains. Winter weather advisory extending into the Rockies. And all this is going to spill eastward with a little bit of an impact on our weather. Nothing major, but as this low nears, we'll get warmer temperatures, more humidity the next couple of days. We're really warming up big time through Thursday. Then swinging in behind this low is a front that comes in Thursday night to Friday, which will bring some cooler air, but not a whole lot colder. It's not tapping into anything too cold. And by the way, the 7-day rain outlook shows absolutely nothing over Texas. We're going to be dry for a while here. Look at those temperatures going up through Thursday. We're over 80 degrees on Thursday, warmest day of the year so far. Then we cool down, but still very nice, comfortable weather. 70s on Friday, 70s through the weekend, and warm air is hanging around next week. You're watching CW39 Houston. No wait, weather and traffic.
Hi, I'm Lee Trevino. Most people know me for winning 6 PGA championships. With my bum knee, I started thinking I was going to have to trade my club in for a cane. Then I discovered Arthritis Knee Pain Centers.
Arthritis Knee Pain Centers has cutting-edge image-guided treatments that place a natural lubricating gel directly into your affected joints. This FDA-approved, non-surgical procedure replenishes the missing cushioning fluid to provide you with pain relief, comfort, and improved mobility without surgery or downtime. It's covered by Medicare and most private insurance. We've helped relieve the pain for thousands of our patients.
Arthritis Knee Pain Centers relieve my pain and change my life. They got me back in the game again, baby. Call them now and schedule your free knee pain assessment. Get the pain relief you deserve today.
Call 800-925-6863. That's 800-925-6863.
The Grand Cherokee is the most awarded SUV ever. And because of that, it means even more when you can keep a Grand Cherokee in the family. It's yours now. While still looking forward to the road ahead.
During the President's Day sales event, get 10% below MSRP on most 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee and Grand Cherokee L models.
They're still the coolest cars on the planet. Every day, Vinny and the award-winning team at Muscle Cars of Texas restore and rebuild classic muscle cars.
It doesn't get any better than this.
Catch Lone Star Muscle, Saturdays on the CW.
It happened to my son.
To my daughter. To my fiance. It happened to me.
Violent crime has happened to too many of us. At age 21, my mom was kidnapped by a serial rapist right here on our streets. I'm Kim Ogg, and I took on murder and sexual assault, locked up violent criminals, and enacted reform that supports victims. But there's still more we can do.
That's why we're standing with Kim Ogg.
And I'm standing with you.
When you feel that rumble, it's time to run to Truck Month at your Texas Ford dealer. Get a stampede of savings on Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, 47 years straight. Ford Super Duty and Ford F-150. Hurry in, Texas. The stampede is running. Lease F-150 for $369 a month, or choose 19 for $72 plus $1,000 cash plus no payments for 90 days. Get to Ford Truck Month today.
Good news is that big accident we were tracking along the Gulf Freeway at Scarsdale had cleared up. So 5 vehicles were involved in that one. They all are back on their wheels and heading to where they need to go. And we have traffic moving smooth. Moving forward with our morning sun is also shining bright out there. Most of the fog that we were seeing has mixed out. So we are moving and grooving here on this Tuesday morning. Now let's get to a couple drive times, see how things are shaping up. From Crosby Lynchburg to downtown, you're at 33 minutes, 37 minutes from NASA Parkway to downtown, and 14 minutes from Highway 146 to the South Loop.
All right, thank you so much. Well, amid a mounting mental health crisis among farmers, experts are working to make help more accessible. A recent CDC study of occupational suicide risk found that male farmers, ranchers, and other agricultural managers had a suicide of 50%. Of course, we're keeping you posted on this, and we have more on our website on that. And also, don't you love seeing puppies? It's National Love Your Pet Day. If you want to keep seeing adorable fur faces, Houston Happens is going to be showing us all of that coming up after the break. Ito's going to have it and so much more here on CW39 Houston No Wait Weather and Traffic. And Houston Happens is straight up in just a few minutes. So stay with us for that and more. Have a great day, everyone.